When we look at technology advancements and what's driving actually investment, especially private sector investment in the African region, we find that there's definitely a shift towards renewable technologies combined with battery energy storage, but at the utility scale. In many cases, we also see it depends on the country and the type of resource. However, renewables like wind, solar, and especially where there's opportunities within a policy environment that support the development of sustainability, very much a key focus and drive. I think OEMs play a critical role, especially in the sectors we finance in terms of IPPs, drive towards decentralized power systems and how our clients think about solutioning. So O&Ms need to be proactive. They need to find the right balance around cost, technology advancement and optimization. And I think some of that is also linked into the grid solution and how do you bring the IPP and the solution provider together to optimize in terms of effectively producing a project that is cost effective, and the tariff must make sense, not only in the context of the country, but also for the client you support and selling the power to. Our clients are very smart in terms of what they're considering to drive their priorities in terms of power procurement. It's normally a mix around sustainable supply, cost, as well as reliability and flexibility. However, as we've moved, for example, in South Africa through a period of load shedding, sustainable supply and consistency has been a critical driving factor. But at the end of the day, you have to remember it's about cost. It's about the bottom line and the effectiveness of that power solution in terms of driving the growth of the company at the end. We do believe that climate change has impacted many of the decisions that corporates do make, but we do have to comment around the cost reliability and sustainable supply as an absolute key driver as we speak. We see in all the countries we operate in that localization has become more and more of a consideration, a key driver in terms of local impact and job creation. Many of these countries are currently adopting proactive approaches. However, there's in many cases the debate around cost versus impact versus social development, and to find that clear balance is absolutely important. We've seen in South Africa that we had a bit of a stop-start. However, clear indication that we have to look at broader industrialization, optimization of these value chains, and that's exactly where we as a bank believe we can play a more proactive role in unlocking some of these ecosystems. So technology advancements have become more and more of a driver around competitiveness. And I think when we talk about competitiveness, it's not only about the cost of the technology and the ability to deliver O&M or EPC solution that can provide that cost competitiveness. It's also about the holistic view around the technology adaptation, the drive in terms of industrialization, but link that to the grid optimization. We see with increased renewables more and more of a key consideration is in the system optimization and grid stabilization. So we believe that, smart systems, AI, will become more and more of a driver. We haven't seen that taking off as much as we thought it will, but definitely keep an eye out in terms of the proactiveness and the approach. Many of our IPPs are looking at AI and technology adoption as an early mover advantage, effectively coming back to where do you end up with your tariff and how do you provide that value optimization to the off-taker. I also think one need to acknowledge the shift or the advancements around decentralized power systems. Because when we fund decentralized power systems, especially where you have traders or aggregators buying the power, consolidating portfolios, you need to be far more advanced in terms of your technology value proposition to be able to manage multiple IPP proposals or multiple generation projects, supplying into a trader or an aggregator and then selling to multiple off-takers. So in many of these cases, you do also need to acknowledge the complexity around that delivery of that power to a specific client within the framework of current policies and grid developments.